Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to Plastidip your badges in case you feel like doing this to your 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime or any other vehicle. I'll start by saying it is extremely easy and you really can't mess up, because if you put it somewhere that you don't want it, you just take it off. It just peels right off. It's no big deal. So being my first time doing this, I am definitely not an expert, but it doesn't require being an expert to do Plastidip. It's really easy, as I'll show you in this video. I guess I'll start by saying the car was only 5 hours old when I started doing this. I had a very small window, only about 12 hours, before it went to a auto salon in Rochester, New York for PPF, ceramic, and I ended up adding tint at the last minute, and they were cool with it. They got it all done, but I had a small window to get the Plastidip done because I really wanted to have it done and on there and then get ceramic coating over top of it. I know you can see the car there behind me, so try not to peek. I'll start you guys off with a walk around of the vehicle before I did anything. In this walk around, it doesn't even have the vent visors on yet, the window visors or whatever you want to call them. So this is a fresh car, brand new. This is what it looked like. After that, I'll show you some photos of me doing the job, of me spraying all the Plastidip as I progressed through it all. And then I'll take you step by step on my very last badge. I finished off on the all-wheel drive badge on the driver's side. So I'll take you step by step through doing that one badge in case you wanted to try this yourself. And if you stick around to the very end, which hopefully you do, that's what you're here for, right? I'll show you before and after pictures back to back. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I wanted something that was kind of custom for me, something that was my own. And I just didn't want it to be too gaudy. So I think I accomplished that. I don't think it's too gaudy, but let me know what you think. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, this is the very last badge. Now that I feel like I kind of have a good handle on this, I'm going to show you start to finish how to do this. First, obviously, mask off the area. You're going to want to do this on a day that's not windy, because you don't want to get overspray all over the place. And you also want it to be warm weather. You want it to be usually 60 degrees or higher. And you do want to leave a nice gap all the way around. I've peeled off a couple of the other areas, and I can say that it definitely does help having material around the badge. So you just grab a corner and you easily pull it around. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's one of the things to start with, is make sure you have a nice border around to give you some material to pull on. All right, and next you just take some rubbing alcohol, and I'm just using a paper towel. There might be something softer that would be better. And you're gonna clean the badge. I've already cleaned this a couple times. The car is brand new, so it's really not too dirty. If your car's got a few miles on it, then that might be a little more challenging. You might have to get in there with a brush and just kind of clean it out a lot better. And another thing I learned from other YouTubers is that you want it to be totally dry. It cannot have any moisture in it, or it is gonna mess up the whole job. It won't stick. So what I'll do now is go grab my nozzle for my air compressor, and I'm just gonna spray it off, because also there's some dust and lint from the paper towel. So I'm gonna blow all of that away. think it's good to go. So you hold the can 6 to 8 inches away and it should be good. Do very light the first time, just like that. You're still going to see plenty of silver. Do very light. It's just going to give it a little bit of a bonding base for the next layers to stick to it. And then I have waited 10 to 15 minutes. The can says you should wait for each layer to completely dry for 30 minutes. That seems excessive. I'm just doing 10-15 minutes, something like that. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes, maybe 6, and I'm gonna do another layer right now, and I'll do this probably 7 or 8 more times. You really wanna put on a lot of layers. Like, that's one thing I've noticed with the other ones. As I'm peeling off what's left in this little frame, it's still very, very thin. So the more layers you could put on, the better. Oh, another thing you always wanna do, spray to the side. I saw other people doing that. Didn't really know why, but this nozzle gets kind of gunked up. So if you spray off to the side once, you know what the pattern's like. Make sure it's not like clogged or something. It's just still another very light layer. All right, time for layer 3. Layer 3, you can start putting it on a little thicker. And here is number 4. And you do want to angle it around to try to get all sides. You definitely want to have a nice buildup all around the edge, because when you pull it off, you want that to be strong around the edges. And here's layer number 5. See, that time it came out a little goofy. There. Just trying to get all sides. Layer number 6. Layer number 7. All right, here is layer 8. And I think that's good. After this, I'm gonna switch over to clear, and I'm probably gonna do 4 layers of clear, maybe 5. All right, yeah, so I think it's looking good so far. All right, now I'm starting with the clear, the glossifier. Ooh, that's why I spray that first. Clear number 2. All right, this is the 3rd layer of clear. These are drying really fast because it's right in direct sunlight. So I'm only waiting about 6 minutes between each spray. I've lost track if this is 4 or 5. I think it's 4, but here we go. And I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna let it dry for 30 minutes or so, and then I'll start taking all this stuff off. And then I won't peel it off for maybe a couple hours. I really want to make sure it's cured, maybe 3 hours or so. I don't know if other people do that. That's just what I'm doing. All right, it's been a couple hours. So now I'm gonna peel this off and see how it goes. Another hot one out here today. So you can see how rubbery it is. Oh, this is nice and thick. I think I put it on a little bit more than I did for my other badges. It's definitely a noticeable improvement. Yeah, and it kind of does all the work for you. You just slowly pull at it, and it comes off right at the base of the letters, or the emblem, whatever you're doing. I don't know if you can see this, but just lightly pull it. The hard part is getting in between some of the letters. And I don't think I can get the inside of the letters. But this is going to have ceramic coating and PPF, and I'll have those guys check it out and see what they think, see if maybe they can get it. There we go. And that's it. That's how you do an emblem. I have a toothpick, and there's actually a little piece right here. And if toothpick usually does a pretty good job of just catching it. Oh, almost had it. There, got it. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's just that easy. Really not too bad. There's just a tiny bit of overspray over here. And normally you would take a microfiber cloth and get any overspray, but it's gonna get a full detail before they do the PPF and ceramic coating, so I'm gonna let them deal with that. I haven't done anything to this paint. I didn't even let the dealer wax it. They rinsed it off, and that was it. I didn't want to cause any scratches or issues right off the bat. Okay, this is the last emblem, and this is actually one of the hardest ones because there's just so many nooks and crannies. I took the other one off this morning, and now it's time for this one last emblem. I was saving it for you guys because I wanted to show you what it was like to pull this off with all these little nooks and crannies. So that stuff already wants to peel right off. It's eager. Get all that off. And you just kind of roll the edge. This is enough that I can pinch and grab it. You can see how it just comes right around the emblem. I just ripped this top part so I can separate them. Get on the underside of that R. Ooh, it's trying to take that Y. Yes, you have to be a little careful. It was trying to take the bottom of that Y off. There it is. So this inside here, I tried getting on the other side and I couldn't get a corner to pull up. So I'm gonna leave that for the guys and see if they can do it over at Arete Auto Salon. Hopefully they can get it. If not, it doesn't look horrible in my mind. I think it's actually much improved. Okay, it's all done. I'm gonna take you on a little tour. It's a little windy. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I think that looks awesome. Even if I can't get the inside of that emblem out, I think it looks pretty good. And then right here's the all-wheel drive. It just blends right in with the car, which is exactly what I wanted. Really hard to even see them, which is just perfect. Then around here, I left the SE badge on for now, but that's going to be coming off. This looks pretty cool. That came out nice. RAV4 Prime. And there's the all-wheel drive that we did together. And then here is this one. Yeah, and I'm still not sure what to do with the front. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Give me your opinions. Let me know what you guys think. I could do red for both, but I think that might just stick out a little too much for my taste. Something subtle, maybe flat black for this line here and that line. And then for the emblem, maybe find a red one or something. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. But any suggestions, definitely post them down below. Well, that is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it helped somebody out there. This really isn't a bad job. There's no reason to be afraid of it. It was definitely easy, and I've never done this before. So I think anybody can do it. Just take your time, and I'm sure you'll be fine. But if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.